Okay, Google, what is the ideal racing temperature?
That's bullshit. Come on! Want to go for a drive? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Why are you the way that you are? You love the drive once you're on it, but getting you in is always like a Hello everyone, and welcome back. It is Friday. In the words of Rebecca Black, everyone's looking forward to the weekend. I don't know which one of you UK viewers brought the rain with you, but you've done it. You've done, oh hi, now you're happy. We're gonna head over to Nova Scotia again, another 3-4 hour drive actually. We're gonna go a little further, we're gonna go right into Halifax. And then tomorrow's practice, Sunday's another race weekend. Let's go Grassroots, race weekend number 2. On the way to Truro to pick up the trailer, because we've got to take the trailer to ISI, get the car, and get things ready for the weekend. And I've got transmission issues. This thing is throwing an ATP code, 4x4 not working. I think it's the rain from last night on the electronics. End of story. I don't really think I'm gonna be able to tow with this tonight. So things are gonna get a little pear-shaped and this is gonna put me way behind schedule. We'll see you at the track, I guess. So truck made it. We're here. I still don't trust it to tow, so we gotta come up with a plan here. I think I'm gonna borrow Derek's truck for tonight. Trailer's on. I'm in a bit of a frantic rush, as you can tell. I'm throwing things around, getting ready. So what the plan is now, take the truck, take the trailer, pick up the race car, put the race car in the trailer, take the race car and trailer to the track, drop them off, leave them there, bring the truck back tonight, get some sleep, and then Derek's got the truck to tow his stuff tomorrow. I love when drama strikes before we get there. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. You're so cooperative. You're such a good girl. Moving on, baby. Oh, I always forget that. What? Oh, okay. All right, we made it. Finally. Howdy. Here's the one we want to see. We had to actually fully replace the axles. They were hammered out. They were done after 2 and a bit years of racing. And we got the ABS fixed up. The Froster was the other big one. That's replaced. So if it rains again, hopefully we can actually see this time. So we got to get a move on. What happened to his taillight? Sorry, Derek. Thanks for the truck. Saturday morning. We're just getting to the track. Well, in a minute. It's another wet day. Tomorrow's supposed to be dry, but the track's gonna be pretty green, I think, as a result of all this. Right, Jay? Are you just bracing for dear life? Look at her. She's like, bumpy roads, don't like this. Roads got beat up last night in the rain. Look at the washout. Holy moly, it's a river. My trailer leaks too. Not ideal. I always forget to move them. Last time it snagged a brake line. Looks fine. All right, so we're here. It's raining. I pulled the car out. I set a tent up. The tent blew over, nearly hit another car. Not a good start to today either, really. I'm probably cutting off my head, so let's move back. So we gotta clean things up and just get the table set up so we can charge all the cameras and get ready to go for practice tonight. We're gonna get to work here. It's so windy. Keep putting things away. This is why we need to fix the leaky skylight, because this happens. Table's out at least, which means we can start to get to work on other stuff. We're gonna get some power to the trailer. That's the next step. And then Jaden, who's found a place to lie down on top of the other tent. Hi, girl. We got to get her food out and her drink out. That's why she's mad at me right now. Oh God, the wind is brutal. Can I go home now? Audio sync. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Race weekend number 2 of the Road Racers of Atlantic Canada, the TRAC Series Championship. As you saw, we already had problems on Friday with the truck. It didn't get any better. Dad was on the way over in my wagon, which admittedly had a wheel sensor on for about 3 weeks. Turns out the wheel sensor was legit. One of the tires eventually got low enough on air. It punctured on the way over. He was 5 hours on the side of the road. Not very happy, but he turned up late last night. So because I was here by myself all day yesterday, didn't get a lot done in terms of filming. We did put the cameras in the car for practice. We had Paul Gray in the car actually for practice, who's, you guys will get to meet. He's gonna split this weekend with me and do some racing for the 1 hour enduro, as well as maybe one of the sprint series. But now we've got to get things ready for Sunday, and we still have a race day. Let's hope the drama stays off track. But to give you an update, practice, we were 4th. The 2 Pro Stocks are flying. One of them's fixed the suspension issues, the other's got a different engine, and Ben's fixed his issues in the K-Swap Miata and had 2/10 on me as well. So we're 4th right now, which is gonna be exciting, to say the least. That said, we gotta get the weekend started. It's about 8:15. We got a driver's meeting in 30 minutes, and I still have to pull the car from the trailer, which means we only need one thing. The beautiful content camera, baby. Let's go take a look around. Content camera and prep audio sync. All good?
Are you going to wear that in your helmet?
No, probably not. I did it for a race. The problem was I had it right here and I couldn't lift my visor. So I had sweat streaming down my face and I couldn't do anything about it. So, whoops. All right, I'll get the gas. Just line them up there, I think. I'll put this where it goes.
29 on the left front, maybe?
Yeah, it's better to start high, right? So it's easier to bleed in the pits than come in and put more air in, so.
Can you give me a rundown on this predictive lap?
Yes.
What I'm looking for on that thing?
Yep. If it's showing a static lap time, or if it's counting up, that means it's on the current time. And all you gotta do is press the furthest over button and it'll put it to predictive. And it's GPS based, so it's estimating. The V8s are warming up. We're starting fast. Barely had time qualifying. Qualifying 1's done. As I mentioned, we're splitting the car, so qualifying 2's on now. I managed a new personal best on Nittos, at 11.8 with traffic. I had to go around in turn 1, Dad's old Tiburon of all things. So we have pace. There goes Paul. One of the rare times you'll see my car on track without me in it, I suppose. We're second on the grid. They're first in the white and blue Pro Stock with an 11.5. I did 11.8 with a mistake and the traffic, so I'm there about the same, I think. We've got a 5-car race for the Sprint Race 1. This could be the most competitive weekend I've ever seen at AMP. This would be mental to have 5 cars running in the 111s. Good? Hell yeah. 13.0? 13.0 is really good. Track's a lot better today, eh?
1 and 12.
Yeah, you'll get one. You will. Jaden, did we do a personal best? Did we do a personal best? Hi, girlie. Are you being good in your spot? I think she's a little annoyed with me because we were so busy yesterday that I didn't get to film, which also means we didn't get to go for a walk, did we? Oh, I know.
Oh, you got him. No, you didn't. He's behind him.
All right, well, now time to watch F1. Time to go racing. I'm in for the first race. Unfortunately, the expected competitiveness didn't transpire. These tires were cooked after qualifying, and so he made the switch to Pirelli. As such, in order to stay on pace, Paul in the 07 followed suit. Realistically, we were now battling for third. It took very little time for Paul to check out on the new tires, and I knew it wouldn't be long before Lee was going to be all over me. The trick was making sure that when Lee did get by or made a move, I didn't leave the door open for Ben as well.
Fronts are knackered. Yeah, brakes are going crazy. Fronts are overheated.
With Paul already gone, and Lee comfortably now in second, he simply held position to conserve tires for later in the day. It was traffic that I had to manage to make sure that I was also able to hold off the challenge from both Brian Gay in the 5.0 Pro Stock and Ben in the Miata. Despite a few encounters, we managed to hold on to P3 by just 0.3 at the line. I can't manage those brakes. I have no idea how to manage those brakes long term. They're just all over the place still. I'd be curious to try the Pirelli just to see if it helps the braking.
Right. Well, we got to make a decision on if we're going to use them or just stay.
I got to talk to Max.
What tire are they?
Pirelli DH2.
Okay, Google. What is the ideal racing temperature?
Okay, Google's our new pit crew, our new chief mechanic. Okay, Google.
What is the ideal tire pressure for a Pirelli DH?
Yeah, it was pretty much a runaway for the Pirelli is up front. Lee broke the track record this morning with a 109.3 in the second qualifying. And then Paul just beat it again with a 108.7 in the race, which I'm not going to touch on Pirellis. So we were humming and hawing over whether or not we'd switch. I don't know if I will. It's just a lot of tire to use up for no reason when I don't think I'll be that close to it. Traffic was a bitch. Yeah, I got a gap, thankfully, because the traffic killed that. And then Brian in the third Pro Stock managed to get Ben back right at the end. So good race. It was fun. Ben kept the pressure on me for a bit.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, but I kind of fell off a little bit on pace, and then we were started to get into some traffic, and then Brian caught me.
Traffic was horrible.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
So Paul Gray, he's raced here for years. He did Formula 1600. He's done the old GTIs. He's out there now in his race, which means I'm gonna head up to the tower. The race between Paul and Jay is on. There he goes, let's go, he's got him here. Ah, not quite. Friggin' Pro Stocks have too much damn power down the straightaways. Teams only on floor 3. Here it is, AMP in all its glory. And there it is. Hey, good race.
Having lost a position off the start, Paul applied relentless pressure on the rookie driver Jay McPhee in the number 50 Pro Stock. While it was clear that Paul had the better pace, he was very conscientious and didn't take any undue risks while trying to learn the car.
Mind the line here, he's going to brake early. All right, use 9.
Paul wants a run. Paul wants a run. Woo! Traffic. We're coming into traffic. This might help. That's better. He's much closer now.
Stay with him, stay with him. Get him before you get to the corner. He's going to slow up to the traffic. Go, 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 go. Great, great, great. Move it, move it. Go to 3. Get there.
He's trying to scare him off his braking point. Don't. He tried to pass him in. Stay behind him. F***ing run him into 9. He's not going to do anything in 7.
You want to get him at 9 or 11?
Yes, you want to get him in 9.
Oh! Take him! Go! F*** him! Right there! Go! Push!
Despite some suspect moments in front of him, Paul kept the nose clean, and in the end, came home for a solid P3.
All right, so it's lunchtime. Paul's had a good race. Finished in 3rd overall. I did the same in mine, but I thought at lunch we'd take some time because I have it. And we go look, there's a few different cars here this week, so we'll do a little paddock walk. Jaden's gonna film too. Are you making friends or are you making sworn enemies?
I think we're on friends.
Yeah, I think friends.
I think so.
Come on, let's go. So 108.7 is the new benchmark from these guys on the P0s. I'll just secretly unplug something here, make them go a little slower this time maybe. Ben's flying as well. Should be another good race between us this time. Jay, let me see your camera for a second. You're a little sideways. There you go. M Coop went for the first series. Steve did well, not as fast as last time for him, a little hotter maybe, and he's done some setup changes, so try not to break out of class because you get penalty for that in GT4. There's us, Derek and the GTI. Hi, Mom. How are you guys today? Oh, are you watching episode 1?
We are. Yes.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, now you're in episode 3 or 4. I don't know what episode this is. Weather's good. We were supposed to, as of Wednesday, have 3 mils of rain, which isn't a lot, let's be honest. Track's been rained on all week, so it was nice and clean. Now it's getting rubbered in, but it does get greasy as the day goes on. Fastest laps are always first session of the morning. Civic, this one's new here this time. Not new, but new this week. Classic. This GTI was blue, now it's red, and is based on the exact chassis and replica, like same build that Dad raced for years and years and years. And then speaking of Dad, this Tiburon, it's an ex-Motorola Cup car. That's actually the sister car to the one that I told you about in episode 1 that I crashed in 3 laps. That used to belong to Dad too, so Dad and my brother used to race this one a lot. Well, I'll keep going. I don't know where Jaden is. Where'd she go? Jaden! I think she might have stayed down there. I don't know, we lost Jaden. She's off doing her own thing. It's kind of cool. A lot of these guys run 2 drivers per car. Offset costs or a family thing, whatever. Normally I run the whole day myself, as does Lee. It's fun to watch too. It's different perspective watching your own car go around out there. I'll say that for sure. As I say with my car, it's at the top end of this track. Certainly it's not a darling at, if I travel to any other of the international or more known circuits, but there's lots of cheaper ways to get in. The Civic was built for a budget of almost, I think, $3,000 they're probably gonna do it for now. You don't have to go as high end as I did to have a ton of fun. That's the beauty of it.
In races 3 and 4, there wasn't much to report. Both mine and Paul's main competition broke, and we had relatively lonely laps at each race. Each of us finishing in the same position as where we started. The final race of the day was the 1-hour enduro. With the car running so flawlessly all day, all we had to do was rotate the tires and add a bit of fuel. With one mandatory pit stop, teams have the option of running both drivers. We decided to start Paul in the car for a short stint before I would jump in and close out the rest of the race. Unlike in professional categories, pit stops at this level are usually timed for both the benefit of cost and safety. In our series, the pit stop must be 5 minutes long. This gives tons of time to check pressures, refuel, or, in our case, change a GoPro battery for all of you. Once in the car, I wasted no time trying to push to make up for the early pit stop. While safety and cost are both pros of having a timed pit stop, con is that a full course caution can change everything.
Ben has stopped. We're gonna have a safety car, I think. Ben just had a big backfire. He stopped in turn 3.
The series rules state that a pit stop taken under a safety car period will not count toward the mandatory 5-minute pit stop.
They better go full course now or everyone else is gonna get in.
However, if a driver senses that a safety car might be likely and gets into the pits before the safety car board is shown on track, their time counts toward the mandatory pit stop, and they have the benefit of everyone going slowly while they're in pit lane.
Watch for safety car. Lee, those guys might pit now if they're smart.
All right, 10-4.
Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Okay. Guess who just came in? F***ing Lee.
I knew he was gonna do it. That's bullshit. You can't hold a yellow when it's obviously gonna go to safety car. We have to change the rules. That's not fair. I'm complaining immediately after. These rules are stupid.
F***ing bullshit.
Come on! Now, and look, Lee now just got f***ing 3 laps on it. That's so stupid.
That sucks big time, man.
They're supposed to pick up the leader, which is Aaron. So he should get seconds, and now I'm not that angry, but it's still a silly rule. They gotta make a decision faster.
All right, go, 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 green, 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 Arizona.
Well, interesting 1 hour. We had Ben stop on track, which I guess gave us position, but all respect to the marshals and the work that they do. For some reason, despite that it was fairly obvious he was stopped, they waited a lap. That gave Lee and Joel a chance to dive in before the safety car's called. That starts their 5-minute pit stop, and they gain about 2 laps from doing that because we're crawling around while they're in the pits. So a bit frustrating because the alternative is that you just never take your mandatory pit stop, and the penalty is only you add 5 minutes onto your time.
At this juncture, I should probably jump in and correct myself. Firstly, if you don't take your pit stop before the end of the race, it's a 10-minute penalty. It's a 5-minute penalty if a red flag is thrown before you have the chance to do so. Furthermore, it turns out race control had a very good reason to be slightly slower in calling the safety car into action. While I didn't know it at the time that I was on the track, there was an incident on site that required the attention of our medical team, and as such, race control was paying attention to both the race and that incident to make sure that we were safe to continue. My bad, guys.
Day done. Not our most competitive day ever, but just got to pack things up now and grab our trophy, and that's about it.
We didn't win this time. We didn't get a single win. Not a single win, not a single win.
Second place overall. Strategy. Paul Gray and Matt Tribbett.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for all the feedback so far in the first few episodes. The goods today, new personal best on Nittos, 111.8. That's pretty good, and that was with a bit of traffic and a small mistake. Won my class, couple podiums overall, not bad. Unfortunately, it does look like the Pro Stocks have shown their true pace on Pirellis, and I don't know that we have an answer. We'll have to come up with something. But the good news is we ran flawlessly. Car was perfect all the way through. Still struggling with the brakes a little bit. The ABS still kicks in. I feel like you gotta kind of go halfway for pressure and let the pad do the rest of the work, but we're coming to terms with it. Thanks again. Thanks to Paul. Thanks very much.
Man.
Yeah.
We rocked it today.
We did. We didn't really introduce you all the way, but Paul's been around since before me here. before me even on this earth, really, at this track. Not to date you too much, but probably what, 30 years of racing?
Yep.
Thanks again.
Thanks, man.
And thanks to you guys. We'll see you again next race weekend here at Atlantic Motorsports Park. Thanks a lot. We need a logo. We need something that says, let's go grassroots. Whether it says it literally or through some sort of imagery, that's up to you guys. Tweet them at me, whatever you need to do. And we'll select a couple we like and maybe we can vote on it. And if I like it enough, I might even put it on the hood of the car.